Hey everybody, Steve here from The Varied Life, and we're going to do a Gundam ATST paint job. So let's hang out of your hats and get started on this new series. Alrighty everybody, we're back, and we printed out more stuff. Imagine that. What are the odds? I have tons of stuff to print, and yet we make more stuff. This guy looked pretty interesting. It's kind of like a cross between a Star Wars walker and a Gundam type of thing. This was an earlier on print. I'm kind of surprised that it actually made it. It had some problems with the print. Still had some things I needed to repair on this, but for the most part it came out kind of good, and there's no base for this. It's solid. Yeah, this is what we're going to paint next, because I figured I wanted something a little bit easier. And with that being said, the color scheme is going to be something like this. So see if we can get this in frame there. So I'm going to do it in an army green, and we'll kind of do some stuff on here, kind of a similar color scheme, and hopefully that'll work. But what we'll end up doing is we'll just start off with the army green stuff. And I just happen to have army green from the Army Painter War set. So we're going to go ahead and start with that and see how this looks. And that's kind of representation of the color that we're going to get. And then, of course, what we can end up doing is adding, we can definitely add some distress and some different colors to make it worn, and kind of what I've ended up doing with some of the Warhammer figures. So yeah, that's what we're going to end up doing. Or at least we're going to attempt to do this. So it could turn out pretty good. Maybe there's a little too much water, but hey, we can always go back over. So let's just go ahead and start. So we're going to continue painting this until we get most of it green, and then we'll move on to that part. And then after that, we'll make a decision on what colors to do next. A little walker guy here, and we pretty much did some green, some army green on him. So the next thing we're going to end up doing is taking this uniform gray, and we're going to paint like joints on here with the uniform gray, because I think it'll come out to be a pretty decent color with that. So let's go ahead and put a little dab there. A little bit of an administrative note. Be sure to take the time to like and subscribe to The Varied Life, and or buy us a coffee by clicking the link in the description box down below. My wife and I would really appreciate that, as I'm trying to grow the channel. So with that being said, let's continue on with the painting. So we're trying to get back to painting because I've printed out way too many things, and it's time to continue painting. So with that, we got some decent colors here. It looks brighter on video than it does in real life, so these greens are just not as vibrant as you see on the video, and the gray is a little bit muted as well. So even though it looks really opposing, and you see some contrast between the gray and the green, that's really not the case up close. So I think what we're going to have to end up doing is taking and doing some more colors. So I think we'll change the gray to like maybe a gunmetal or something like that, like a lead belcher. But I think what we're going to end up doing is we're going to paint some white onto this character. So like the lettering here, I think we could end up doing a little water on the brush. We could do like maybe some yellow, white on the outside, and then yellow for this pattern here, and kind of end up like do like a white stripe down here, something like that, to get a little bit more contrast in color. So we have our choice. We can do a matte white, which you can see on there. I mean, it's a decent color, but I want it to be kind of aged. So I'm really thinking about doing the mummy, and because that's a little bit muted, and it's kind of an off-white type of color. So I think we're going to use that. And we'll go ahead and we'll shake this up, because these have been sitting for a while. So we'll just do a little detail color here. Get some little bit of color into the mix. And we'll add just a little bit of water so we can see what's going on. Get ourselves planted, and go ahead and add in some color. I think with this mummy robe color, I think what that'll do is also kind of tie in with a little bit of yellow I'm going to put onto this. We got a few more details on there. Wonder what type of yellow we should use. Could do like a desert yellow. That wouldn't look too bad. But I think something like a demon yellow would be a bit much. Elven flesh, I don't think so. So I think we'll end up just trying to use a desert yellow. I think it'll turn out good. Okay, so there we have it. We ended up doing a little bit of army green, some other colors in there, a little bit of detail work. There will be some changes in the future, and we'll see that in the following videos. But yeah, make sure you come back and see what happens next. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to stay up to date with what's going on with us. The Buried Life is we're retired in Korea. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.